Hello guys, welcome back. Today, I'm going to be counting down my top 10 undrafted NHL players of all time. There is quite an array of players, surprisingly, that come undrafted that just become into studs, come into great players, guys that I really love, play styles and all that. So let's just start off. Number 10, it's kind of a mix between favorite and best. Like, I love a lot of these guys, and a lot of these should be in the top 10, so it's really just both of them. Of course, if there's a pick that you think shouldn't be in top 10, leave it down below, but again, it could be a favorite player of mine, you never know. But number 10, I have Tim Kerr, I don't know, but right winger, center. He only played 655 games, 370 goals, 304 assists, 674 points in 655 games. That is fantastic. For his time, he could have done a bit more, but he was a fantastic player. Plus minus of 75. Four-time 50 goal scorer. He was on track to be a Hall of Famer in my eyes, but he ended up having 5 shoulder operations in like a 14-month span, something like that, and was never able to consistently come back to the NHL consistently and get more than like a few games of playing time, just because his I think it was his knee or something like that just kept bugging on him, and it sucks because he was a fantastic player. If he wasn't a Hall of Famer, he was going to be one of those guys that would be like so good but not Hall of Famer. Just one of those guys that's just a fantastic player. I love the guy. I wish he would have done so much better with injury-wise, and he definitely deserved to have a long career. He already had a somewhat long career, but not what he could have gotten, which is sad. Number 9, I have Steve Thomas. 12,305 games played. That's a lot. 421 assists. 421 assists. 935 points, so that's like 500 goals, which is fantastic. 17 plus. He was fantastic in playoff runs, coming up with the New York Islanders and Flames, pretty sure. But he was just never able to win a cup. He was fantastic at every round except the Stanley Cup final. Of course, playing with like Anaheim and all that. He just is never able to get it done, and it's a sad story that he was never able to get it done, even though he was so great. He was a phenomenal player, but he was just not able to get that ring, or cup, whatever you want. Number 8, I have Brian Raff. I always have trouble pronouncing this one. Brian Rafalski. He is a defenseman. 833 games played, 79 goals with 436 assists. That is fantastic for a defenseman. 3-time Cup winner, 2 with New Jersey and 1 with Detroit, I believe. Of course, to get that many points with a team like New Jersey, like that, he made a lot of points up with Detroit just because he was playing with Lidstrom. Which was bound to happen. You'll get a lot of points with that. But playing on a defense, he still got a lot of points in New Jersey. That's what I'm trying to say. He was fantastic in New Jersey, two-way game. He's fantastic. I love the guy. He really should go down. I wouldn't say a Hall of Famer, but again, another guy like Steve Thomas. But he is a fantastic player. I love the guy. I love his play style as well. He's really creative on the ice as well. And a fun fact for you, fun fact of the day. In the 11 NHL seasons that Rafalski played, his team qualified for the Stanley Cup playoffs every single year. So every single year of his career, he played the playoffs. Of course, with New Jersey and Detroit, that's 2 very good teams in basically 2 dynasties together. Which is, that's just fantastic. That's just great for him. But number 7, I have Joe Mueller. I think it's, no, it's, what am I talking about? I'm blind. Joe Mullen, right winger. He's a Hall of Famer. 1,062 games played, 502 goals, which is a lot. It's a fantastic number. 561 assists for 1,063 points, so 1 point above his games played. So basically, point per game, which is fantastic. I mean, there's really not much more to say here. I mean, 163 plus, which is, I mean, it's not definitive like defensive stats, but that mentioned he was just getting a lot of chances, scoring a lot of goals when he was on the ice, stuff like that. He's a 3-time Stanley Cup winner, 2-time Lady Byng winner, basically the Gentleman Award, first American to reach 500 goals and 1,000 points in his career. Pretty much a revolutionary guy for American-born players. He was just amazing to watch. I mean, if you see highlight reels, he'll just do creative stuff all the time. And he was a gift defensively and offensively, and that's really quite good. Number 6, I have Adam Oates, center, Hall of Famer, 1,337 games played, 341 goals, 1,079 assists. He is 5th all-time in assists for any player, and he was known as just a playmaking genius, which I agree with. He was fantastic. His passing was probably one of the best in the game when he played. Probably still is. He is 75 or plus. Originally unselected because of his speed. Seems funny now, doesn't it? I mean, I think a couple of teams were eyeing on him, but he just wasn't. He didn't fit quite for them because of speed concerns. But everybody's laughing now. I mean, look at what happened. Hall of Famer came out of it, so I guess all the team got. Well, basically every single team passed on him, but I don't know. The team that got him got redemption. Number 5, I have Martin St. Louis, right winger, 1,134 games played, 391 goals, 642 assists, 1,033 points, plus 37. I mean, you can include the plus as a good thing, but I don't know. It's kind of just like a weird stat. But like a 2004 Cup win with the Tampa Bay Lightning, he was really good in that season. I think he got the Art Ross that season, and the Hart in that season. So he was really the best player in the league that season. Also basically carrying them to a Cup win, which is great for him. Known for his gentleman attitude, he's a fantastic guy. He run for when he retired. He started running this annual summer camp in the region of Stamford. I think it's close to Connecticut, is where he lives. But he's a fantastic guy off the ice, a great guy on the ice. He's just a great guy, and really, he even producing that much is great. But being the guy that he is and being good to everybody is also a great plus. Number 4, I have Ed Belfour. Of course, the only goalie on this list. 963 games played, 484 wins with 320 losses, 76 shutouts, 55,695 minutes. That's how much minutes are down the drain. If you like to think about it, that way, but it's kind of just crazy how many minutes these players have played just on the NHL. When the NHL game is going on, they're not even including practices. Like, it's so mind-blowing on that. 2.50 goals against average, 0.906 save percentage. That is really, really good for his time. Of course, now it's like, 906 save percentage. What are you doing? But back then, that was fantastic for a goaltender. The only goalies ever win an NCAA championship, an Olympic gold medal, and the Stanley Cup, of course, the Dallas Stars. Known as Eddie the Eagle, he was fantastic, especially for that Cup run in 1999. Fantastic for the Blackhawks, and he was just a consistent guy, which was really good for us. Really good for us, right? But man, he was just a fantastic goaltender. One of the best ones in the game at his time. He will probably go down as one of the best in the game. Number 3, I have Dino Chiarelli, right winger, Hall of Famer. I forgot to mention that Ed Belfour is a Hall of Famer, but I don't know. Shirley, 1,232 games played, 608 goals, one of the few players ever to get 600 goals, 592 assists, and exactly 1,200 points. -2, which is funny because I'm like, a -2, like, how do you do that? But it's just a funny stat. It pays more evidence to the stat doesn't matter. He was on a bad team sometimes. That would just bring it down. But of course, the infamous 1 day in jail when he attacked rookie league defenseman Luke Richards with a stick. That was kind of just a funny thing. You get 1 day in jail because you're an athlete. Very good one at that. I don't really mind about that. I think he's a great player. I love his style. Like, he's one of my favorite guys. Just to watch his playmaking ability and all that. It's just fun to watch. Number 2, I got Peter Stastny, center, Hall of Famer, 977 games played, 450 goals, 789 assists with 1,239 points. He is fantastic, well above games, points per game. -12 for some reason. Again, another reason why the plus minus stat doesn't really matter. Because there's like legends like these have a -12. Father Paul Stastny, of course, on the Blues. I don't care. Ranks 34th on all-time points and second by Slovakians. I don't remember who the first one is. Who is it? You guys have to tell me that. I don't remember. But man, he was a fantastic player. Great defensively, as the plus minus would tell you. But I love the style. He was fantastic. Just playmaking wise, he was able to get a lot of things done. Of course, 789 assists will tell you that. He was just super creative and super innovative with the way he played. And really, he's a second best undrafted player, in my opinion. And of course, I wonder who's number 1. Paul Stastny, isn't it? Tino Chiarelli, isn't it? It's Ed Belfour, isn't it? Who could it be? Oh, it's the Wayne. The Wayne Gretzky is number 1. Center, Hall of Famer, obviously. I found like 1,487 games played. That's just ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. 894 goals, 1,963 assists. Let that just sink in for you. 2,857 points. Ooh. And people say if he played in this day and age, he would be getting like 120 points at least, in my opinion. I think he would still be lighting the league up. He would be like number 1 without question in the league. I just think that even if he played right now, he'd still be the best player in the world by a long shot. And I think that, again, even in an offensive time period where goalies were kind of terrible, it was just like he still was fantastic. 4-time Cup winner, 9-time Hart winner, 10-time Ross winner, 15 times he went to the All-Star game, and of course with the WHA NHL merger, you couldn't be drafted. If you were drafted, you'd probably be super high up. But I don't know. It's just he could have not been on the Oilers, could have been on like the Blackhawks or the Canadiens, something like that, and it could have turned out so much differently. Like, imagine if he got drafted by the Maple Leafs or something. That would have just been real. Like, he would have gotten so many cups for Toronto. It would have been even funny. So it's just like, it's cool to see how these things play out. And of course, making the Oilers on the map after that merger definitely helps. So that is my top 10 list for today, guys. Guys, enjoy the return of these kinds of things, lists, player reviews, stuff like that. Make sure you hit like below if you guys did enjoy it. Make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.